morning, guys. It is a Monday, start of a new week. As you can hear in the background, it's super windy. We've got a lot of building work going on across the road, and they're unloading something off of a lorry, so there's just a lot of noise around right now, so I'll keep this very brief. But I am sort of doing a weekly vlog this week, so a little bit like the daily vlogs last week. I'll take a little piece from each day. I know, Bills. The lorry's making so much noise across the road, and then just put it into one vlog at the end of the week, so that way we've got a more lengthy vlog, hopefully a bit better quality, rather than the daily vlogs, which ends up being about 5 minutes long. But I really did enjoy doing those, and the effect it's had on the channel has been huge. So part of me is like, oh, you really should continue doing this, but we know I can't commit to it. It's just too much work. Anyway, I should bring you along for my week, and I'm going to go because the wind in the background is going to make this a horrible start to the vlog, plus the noise going on over there, plus the noise going on over there. I'm sandwiched between two building sites right now, and it's very noisy, and it's not the greatest place to be schooling horses. Poor Mr. Coop has been bottom of the pile in the yard. He has barely done any schooling in the last few months. He's just been doing lots of hacking. So I finally had a chance to have a play in the school with him and just throw some changes in and just have a bit of fun, really. But once Arts is gone, I'm definitely going to be devoting a lot more time to Coop. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. Can we just appreciate that beautiful blue sky? Isn't that absolutely stunning this morning? It's very beautiful this morning. Those two are now out. They should get about 3.5 hours out today, so that's good. But yeah, look at it. Stunning. Afternoon. No, it's not afternoon, not there yet. Morning, still morning. I'm on Bills, I'm just down on the railway line. Obviously, the no longer used railway line. We're having a funny day today because poor Sienna, I've gone back home in between jobs this morning so that I could get Sienna and Coop in and chuck Artie out. And Sienna came into season yesterday, and for the first time I'm actually tracking it and just keeping an eye on like how her behaviour, if at all, changes when she's coming into season and in season. Which I didn't do that last year, but I didn't. Anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, I've got to get under these Bills. And Bills is looking very curious. He doesn't like funny looking leaves or flowers that aren't normal. Bills spots the most minute things in life. You know, he doesn't worry about a big truck or anything like that, but big leaves, he's not happy about it. So he's going to keep spooking and keep looking at things that he thinks are terrifying. Anyway, back to Sienna. She's come into season. It's day 2 of her being in season, and I don't know whether she was in season earlier in the year, whether she was in like March and April. If she was, I couldn't tell. However, she is definitely fully in season now. Bless her, she's not the sort of mare to get grumpy or anything like that. She's the opposite. She goes really like gooey and like really like overly lovey, and kind of she just goes really airy fairy. It's like she doesn't know what to do with herself. And obviously there is a handsome chestnut stud in the stable yard with her, and she cracks me up because she is in love with Artie. She thinks Artie is God's gift. She looks at him and there's literally, I can see the hearts coming out of her eyes. It just cracks me up though. And Artie's pretty good, to be fair. He doesn't really play up to it too much. I mean, the only downside is he takes some interest, but he doesn't whinny to her or anything like that. He just, you know, I think probably at night they just spend hours just looking at each other over their stable doors. And Sienna just wishing she could have Artie's baby. Obviously not possible, but it just absolutely cracks me up. Anyway, she was in the field when I went to get her in. She was a bit like, oh, I want to come in. She was a bit needy. And so I brought her in, and she was whinnying slightly pathetically at Artie, like, oh, you're there, because they don't go out together. Anyway, put her in a stable, which is her safe place. She loves her stable. Nearly more than going out in the field. She feels very secure in her stable. And I think because she's feeling a bit all over the place with her hormones. Turn around, mate. Sorry, you got to walk back up the track. Because she's feeling a bit all over the place with her hormones, bless her. She, I think, felt quite secure being back in her stable. And you'd think turning Loverboy back out in the field away from her would upset her, but no, not in the slightest. But I think when she feels a bit unsure of what's going on with her body, she just wants to be in her stable and feel secure. It's so bizarre. But yeah, she is totally gooey. she's just very lovey-dovey, and like I say, lovey-dovey, airy-fairy. I feel like she just wants extra support. She's so funny. Anyway, it does have an effect on her schooling. This time round it has anyway. Like I say, I'm not entirely sure whether she has been in season yet this year or not, but she definitely is now. But yeah, bless her, it just cracked me up because she's just looking at Artie like he's the most gorgeous thing she's ever seen. My God, sometimes I'm such an idiot. I'm so annoyed with myself. So quite often in the week I'll hack with someone else with bills, and then we go for a nice hack. It's lovely to have a chat, the catch up, it's great. Anyway, I've had my internet turned off on my phone because I'd nearly run out of data, and I was trying to get it to make it to the day where it gets renewed. And they had tried to phone me on that, on like WhatsApp, I think. So of course it didn't go through because I didn't have my internet on. And turns out I'm supposed to be riding with them today. Totally forgot. Obviously it's just me and Bills right now. I'm so cross, so annoyed with myself because I hate messing people around, and that's, you know, mess someone else up. Honestly, I'm such an idiot. Completely. You know when you just decided it's on another day? I had totally decided it was on Thursday and that was it. Not today. Anyway, they're very kind and blessed and they've done it for another day. But you know when you're like, oh, I hate it when I make mistakes like that. So irritating. Anyway, Bill's has had a nice ride. But yes, I am a donut. While I was schooling Sienna tonight, I decided to try her Bitless, so I managed to makeshift my Micklin bridle into a Bitless bridle just about. Didn't have a huge amount of control, but it did the job. I placed my phone on the fence and annoyingly it fell off, so I've only got a few clips from this session. But she was quite uneasy about it. I could feel she was very unsure about not having like a normal contact. But interestingly, she never opened her mouth once the whole time I was working her without the bit in. And also was incredibly stretchy in the trot, like she wanted to stretch, which is very different to how she is with a bit in her mouth. Hi guys, I'm out in the woods with Coco. It's a nice morning getting out here. So this week I've been challenging myself to getting better sleep. I want to get up earlier, and that means going to bed earlier. And we know, I have said in many vlogs, I'm notoriously bad for getting up early. I hate it. Every morning is a struggle for me. And I also never feel like, I never wake up in the morning and think, oh, it's a new day and I'm all excited and full of energy. Like I am normally like eyes half shut, like dragging myself out of bed, then having to run around like a headless chicken because I haven't got enough time to get the horses done. And yeah, everything's a bit of a rush in the morning. So I want to change that. I've been listening to lots of sleep podcasts where scientists and specialists have been talking about just how important sleep is, like how much sleep you have, the quality of it, and that, you know, it really helps your mental health, your physical health, your longevity, all that. Sleep is super important. So I was like, right, I'm going to change it. I'm going to improve my sleep. I'm doing it very slowly, gradually, because I'm the sort of person that if I do like a big change, I won't stick to it ever. Like I'll do 1 or 2 days of it and then that's it, I'm gone. So we're doing baby steps. But the most important thing for me is I want to like wake up and feel refreshed. So I have been, so the aim was to try and get into bed by 9. We've not managed that this week yet. The thing for me is my evenings are often quite busy. So I'm either like editing a vlog or editing photos. I'll be out riding, just see what's going on. It's my time to clean the house and all that kind of thing. So trying to get into bed by 9 is quite tricky. However, I have managed to get into bed by 10, which is progress. It's still progress. In fact, last night it was 9:45. And I was definitely asleep by 10:30. So we're making steady progress. I have definitely been waking up feeling more alive, which is a nice feeling. I felt quite motivated through the day because I feel like even just gaining that extra hour, I'm rushing less in the morning, which is nice. And I have more time in the afternoon for mine, which is good. It's just so far, so good. Whether I can keep it up is a whole different ball game. But so far I'm quite pleased, and I'm going to see if I can keep trying to get it earlier. So I'd love to kind of get up around 6, maybe even a smidge earlier, enjoy that kind of beautiful light first morning where it's really peaceful outside and you can go for a hack and there's no cars disturbing you, and yeah, hopefully just feel like the day is not such a rush and just, I don't know, just enjoy it. Hi guys, afternoon. Now I said last week that I was just going to do one long vlog. However, there's been quite a bit going on this week, and I was about to ride arts and I was going to video a schooling exercise, and I was thinking this vlog's going to end up really long, so I'm going to split them. I know I said I wouldn't, but I am. So I'm going to put one out tonight, which means I'm going to have to get on and edit this really quickly because it's tonight, and then I'm going to do a separate one for Sunday. Could be just my wash machine, it's working again. I'm so happy. Thankfully my dad is a genius, because it was not a simple fix. It had a rat-like clump of arty hair in the system, but it wasn't a very easy, I don't know if it was a filter or the pump or whatever, it wasn't very easy to get to. We had to unbolt a lot of the wash machine to get to it, but thankfully it's working, and oh, it's such a good thing. Next up, poor madam in here. Not having a good day, are you? She's not feeling great today, bless her. Like I say, she's in season and I hadn't noticed them this year, but today you're just feeling you've been not feeling great, are you? She's like, I really need a day of rest. She's just, I don't know, she's a bit off colour, if anything, today. So no riding for Sienna today. Maybe her season's just coming on a bit strong or something like that. But I mean, she's not moody or anything. You're never moody, are you? You're just like a bit under the weather, I think. She's just really sleepy right now. But anyway, another day off, eh? Anyway, I'm gonna get on because I'm gonna go and ride arts because we haven't got him for much longer, have we? We haven't got you for much longer, so we've got to enjoy you while we've got you. So yeah, anyway, and I will do a separate vlog on the schooling session I'm going to do with arts today because it's a nice one. Thanks guys for watching, and again, thank you so much for all the support on the channel. We've had such a boom recently, so lots of new subscribers. Thank you, likes and comments. So again, super grateful. Thank you. I know you're super grateful too. Thanks guys.